If you suddenly got a lifetime supply of the last thing you purchased, what would you now have an endless amount of?
Let's go. Well, that would be basically I could start a retirement fund because that would be cold brew.
Okay.
Which is what I spend 90% of my money on. So if I got a lifetime supply, like I don't even know, the whole world would open up to me. I don't even know what would happen.
The beautiful thing is we're all human. This all happens. You can do whatever you want. There's consequences, but do whatever you want. People are going to do what they want to do. 100%. Bottom line.
The baby's crying and the dog's barking. I'm like, you're bad.
Welcome to Two Girls, One Thread.
Okay, KJ, I have a question for you. What is a good question to ask somebody that you're meeting for the first time? Maybe it's a date, maybe it's a new friend, but something you would ask that's really going to give you a lot of information about them.
Maybe what's the craziest thing that's happened to you this week?
Ooh. Why does that feel like a question that like the team lead at like an MLM conference would ask? All right, ladies, we're going to go around the table and you're going to tell me the craziest thing you've done this week. What's the craziest thing you've done this week?
Well, I feel like it's an interesting way to like see what someone frames
that
their
is
week
true.
like. You know, kind of telling in that way.
Right. Because
maybe they speak something frustrating that happened, maybe something good. If they say something positive, that's probably a good sign.
Right.
They're a glass half full person.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Now as you're explaining it to me, I do think it could be pretty telling, but I think it just initially hit me.
Yeah, is it a memorable thing?
Something crazy happened this week. Okay. And also it could help rule people out.
Yeah.
Because if they answer with the most boring story in America, then you're like, okay, I don't probably want to go on another date with this person. Or that you find out they're very tame or they're really wild. And you're like, holy shit, I can't handle that. They're like, yeah, I committed arson on 4 buildings downtown. You're like, oh,
Slash someone's tires.
Right. And sometimes people just answer honestly a lot of times.
What is your go-to question?
You already know. What's something you never told anybody before?
Oh, you do love that one.
And then people always think they're clever. What's something you've never told anyone before? Think of your own question and answer my question, and then maybe I'll give you a response.
I remember a Tom Hanks interview where I think it was like the New York Times interviewing, and they were saying how like kind of the equivalent. What's something you never told anyone before? And he's like, well, believe me, you won't be the first person I tell.
Correct. Right. And there is always but you know, when people get defensive, ultimately that is an answer. That is telling. What are you hiding? What do you have so many secrets about? So I don't know. I think I could get Tom Hanks to tell me something. Okay. Do you want to, I should say, welcome to Two Girls, One Thread. Today we're asking Reddit. If you can believe it, we're doing, you know, the most popular thread on Reddit, AskReddit. People are coming through this thread. They're asking all kinds of questions. They're asking questions that I didn't even know that people could even conceive of. And I think that that's beautiful. And so today we're going to try to give people some of our answers.
Yeah, I think it's a great forum for feedback.
I think it's a beautiful forum for feedback and in this ever-evolving, beautiful ecosystem that we call Reddit. But why don't you kick us off?
From AskReddit. What's your most unhinged, non-negotiable when it comes to dating?
Ooh. What is my most unhinged, non-negotiable when it comes to dating? Well, unhinged, I mean, I guess it depends who you're asking because maybe it's not that unhinged. Okay, well, honestly, if we're going topical 2026, cigarettes are out.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know why the kids are picking them back up again. It's like we're determined to not learn from history. Like 90s, the early aughts, it was like people didn't smoke anymore.
Yeah.
We realized it was really dangerous. It's not okay. And now they're smoking cigarettes. They're dropping the R word. They're rolling back Roe v. Wade. Everybody's trying to have a throwback moment to the worst things possible. So for me, if you smoke cigarettes, honey, you're out.
So vape is okay?
Nope. Vape is out as well. Nicotine.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do a vape lord either.
Well, I think, too, in LA, we have so many air quality issues.
Yes.
Why are we contributing to that?
Exactly. Like, have some fucking respect.
Let's see some of these top comments.
Wait, what's yours?
Oh, mine.
Unhinged deal breaker for dating this I gotta hear.
Maybe, I guess just being able to make fun of yourself. It's not really unhinged.
No, that seems very practical.
Yeah.
You have some more specific ones.
But they're not necessarily full deal breakers. I'll say if you can't make fun of yourself, it's a no-go for me.
It's a no-go. But that seems very practical. Is there any more like little idiosyncrasy kind of thing that you can think of that is just really specific to you, just out of curiosity?
I'll keep those close to my chest.
Okay, she's not going to tell you.
You know, sometimes things can be negotiable for the right person.
Not birthdays. I'll tell you that much.
That's true.
Pisces, you can miss me with that. How about that?
Let's see, top comment. Can't have a nut allergy. I love peanut butter and I'm constantly snacking on walnuts.
Whoa.
I love Thai food. My apartment is essentially a death trap to anyone with a nut allergy.
Whoa. Okay. That actually seems self-aware. And yeah, unhinged because you are eliminating some people.
Yeah.
But, you know, good to know.
My sister just unmatched a guy after he said Shrek 2 was overrated. This is a good one. Cannot have the same name as my mom or my sisters.
Ooh.
Or my brother, I suppose, but that one hasn't come up yet.
Whoa. Okay, that is maybe controversial in my community because I like to troll my friends. I'm like, well, you know, if you're a queer person, would you ever date somebody with the same name as you?
Yeah, that's a little weird to me.
For me, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And I think it's beautiful. What's the little Twilight boy? I think it's beautiful that they're both Taylors and they have the same last name. I love that you guys found each other. There's a lid for every pot. But yeah, I don't think I could do same name, and I do, like, I would swipe left on that. But there's people that do not have that rule. There are definitely queer couples where they're both rocking the same first name, which I find fascinating.
No, that is. Not in the middle of a home renovation or other similarly massive undertaking, unless they've demonstrated that they're good at project management.
Okay, that's just your ex. That's not a deal breaker for dating.
Must know the difference between current and statement balance on a credit card.
Wow. Okay, they're looking for some financial literacy. I think that truly the list goes on, which is why I think it is ultimately a miracle if anybody actually ends up in a relationship and is happy, because there's just so many steps along the way where even innocently that people can just be so cringe or just say something really weird, you know, oh my God. And it's never ending. So, but I do think you have to have those boundaries for yourself. Like,
I think so too.
Pisces, get the hell out of here. Other Karas, keep it moving. Okay. This is from AskReddit. What is the absolute fastest, yeah, we are definitely not going to be friends moment you've ever experienced with someone?
I mean, you can probably tell right away.
But what? I mean, aside from just the vibes, obviously. But is there a certain action or thing that someone could say where you're just kind of immediately get the friendship ick? Like, oof.
I don't know. I mean, if someone's a little bit shaky with like their sense of self, they're usually not for me.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a toughie for sure. And again, there's room for people to be nervous. But I personally, if I'm out to dinner with some friends or, you know, we're sharing a meal and then we're enjoying ourselves, everybody's being normal, and people that get really crazy when the bill comes out, and then all of a sudden they're asking for a lot of specificity and a lot of just moves to be made, and they're really trying to get down to the granular, like, just round up. You know what I mean? Like, let's give $5 instead of $3. This is your friend that you're dividing this up with. That embarrasses me.
Yeah.
I can't handle that.
I think too, especially maybe with women, it's more common, but if someone speaks overly negatively about other people, especially when they're not there, I don't know. I just don't really like talking about other people.
It's boring.
It's boring. And so if someone is overly negative about gossip, just next.
Right. If you're only talking about other people, that's kind of the lowest common denominator. Ideally, you're trying to talk about ideas, feelings, some higher level stuff like that. I thought of one more, which would be if I am meeting someone, a potential friend, and they don't have the proper amount of enthusiasm upon meeting my dogs. Honey, you're canceled. You're canceled. and you're dead inside. And so go and see a witch or whoever to heal that, because something's wrong with you if you meet my little gentleman and my beautiful precious angel and you're not losing your shit. That should be the only topic of conversation as far as I'm concerned. This Reddit thread's about me. I tried to make friends with this person and they were psychotic about their dogs, but I stand by it.
From AskReddit, what did you have in 2010 but not in 2025?
What did I have in 2010? Well, for starters, I had a feather in my hair because I was a camp counselor in Colorado. So I'm glad that era is no longer here. So yeah, I don't have hair accessories anymore, except for I had a rat tail a few months ago, famously. And I'm still campaigning that and your hair is growing out, so you never know. What about you? What'd you have in 2010?
I guess a lot more alcohol in my life.
Whoa.
In the middle of college.
Damn, yeah. 2010 was a pretty big year. I mean, I had a Geo Prism. I had a 1994 Geo Prism. That was pretty huge. Now that I'm looking back, I'm like, wow, that was kind of iconic.
Let's see some of these ringtones, like actual ringtones.
Okay, you can still have that.
More community/social life.
Damn.
Hair. My spouse, 49 years of marriage, lost her in 2016.
Fuck.
Friends. Dinner off a dollar menu. That's true. I don't think they have the dollar menu anymore, right?
They have like $+ menu.
Okay.
I was just at Del Taco
Affordable
yesterday.
bills, affordable groceries, a landline.
Grandma and Grandpa have entered the chat.
Blissful ignorance, and the fan favorite, sanity.
Oh, God. This is why sometimes questions like that, it's a little bit, it's like we can't just have fun with it. It's like we're looking for a fun answer, and then now I have to be like expressing condolences to a stranger and being like, I'm sorry that you lost your wife of 40 years. That's so fucking sad.
Yeah.
But now I have to think about that. Like, we want to hear about what kind of shoes you were wearing, cool toys, stuff like that. As the president of Reddit, that's how I feel about it. Oh my God. Okay. Ask Reddit. New Utah law puts, quote, no alcohol sale on IDs of DUI offenders, 0.16 blood alcohol content or higher. What are your thoughts?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, they could have made it up, but I didn't fact check it because it's more fun. But what do you think? I mean, assume that it is Utah. That sounds correct. I had to show my passport to get into a bar. So Utah, it puts it on your license if you've had a DUI that you can't buy alcohol.
I mean, I'm kind of less government is better, so I don't really like that big brother energy. Let people drink if they want to drink.
Even people that have proven that they cannot handle drinking without taking other people's lives into their drunk hands.
I mean, I do agree with that, but still, I think whatever you do in the privacy of your own home arguably should be okay.
But then you're getting in a vehicle. I don't know.
It's true. It's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you have a DUI. You were caught driving so obviously badly and dangerously that somebody pulled you over and clocked it. And then now you're going to go and try to buy more alcohol. I think Utah's saying, I don't think so,
Maybe
honey.
they should allow you to order delivery.
Why?
Because then you wouldn't have to get in your car to get the alcohol.
Or
Make
it harder for you to buy alcohol.
That's true.
Which is, I think, what this is for. I think when it's a question of public safety like this, I personally have a zero. That's where I'm like zero tolerance, like drunk driving. I think it is disgusting. And
I think so too.
Horrific. And there's no excuse. Get an Uber, get a ride, stay somewhere else, anything. Tell the bartender, literally anything. You're going to go and kill somebody else and ruin someone else's life or family's life because you're a selfish piece of shit. I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't care. I wouldn't care if you got a DUI, you can never have a license again. Good. That would be the side of things.
But what if they have to work?
Should have thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that they need to buy alcohol. I think you have bigger problems.
I think so too.
That's what I think. And yeah, that's my campaign for being the new mayor of Salt Lake City. Oh my God.
From AskReddit, what show do you think started as a 10 out of 10 but ended as a 1 out of 10?
Ooh. This is a tricky question because we're, we're in Hollyweird, so I obviously have opinions. Started as a 10 out of 10 and ended as a 1 out of 10. I don't know. Respectfully, what they have done with the Full House franchise, look, sometimes just let it live where it was. Now it's Fuller House. You didn't get the twins back on. There's no show anymore. So that's what I'm going to say. You took a classic and you guys got greedy and you took it too far. I'm not in favor of reboots 40 years later.
Yeah.
And so I can't really deal with that.
That's fair enough.
That's my response. Because I'm obviously an Olsen twin stan. So what about you?
I think a lot of like reality shows maybe kind of taper off. I mean, Love is Blind was such a good concept at the beginning, but now everyone just wants to be, you know, an Instagram
influencer.
star. Yeah. So I think it kind of makes it a little bit more washed.
Yes.
The beginning was so great though. So I think some of those.
Yeah.
These ones, top comment, Once Upon a Time. The show was always a little weird. House of Cards.
Didn't see it.
It's true. Pretty Little Liars.
Didn't see it.
Grey's Anatomy.
I don't know the ending, but I like
Shameless.
Grey's Anatomy.
Each season of American Horror Story gets worse than the one before. Designated Survivor. The Walking Dead.
Damn.
Yeah, it seems like The Man in the High Castle, that 70s show. Westworld.
I guess I don't
Riverdale.
watch TV. I don't watch any of these shows. For me, it's Full House or a book.
Umbrella Academy.
What? Did Umbrella Academy have 10 seasons?
I don't know.
What? Oh my God. I mean, it's hard to maintain the quality. I think with a scripted show, you have a better chance. I think that fans just start to get, it becomes a choose your own adventure thing, and they wish maybe you would have taken this character or plot line in a different way. But realistically, you have a room of, obviously people botch it, but you have a room of professional writers, and it's probably in most cases going to just get better as the seasons go on. Both reality TV, and you start to get into the motives of people. It's like, it's more fun to watch people that aren't trying to be famous and are genuinely looking for love. And then, once it's out there, how do you get the genie back in the bottle?
Completely.
Damn. That's so sad. I still will watch.
Which is why it amazes me that people on Love is Blind will still say no at the altar. I'm like, I thought, especially now, you came on the show to become influencers.
Correct.
So you're going to, like, you're not relevant for saying no.
Yes.
You might as well be a corny couple together.
Right. But they're not smart.
Yeah.
The issue is, and that's where it gets a little bit tricky, because a lot of the times they're not thinking that far ahead. Because also, if you should just be a villain. Like, you should just play a caricature and a villain and be, have you been watching $1 Million Nannies yet? I know I forced you to watch a little bit of the pilot, but there's a couple people on that where I'm like, be the one that is out of pocket. You're on a reality show. No one is taking you seriously. So your goal is to be memorable.
Well, I feel like in Love is Blind too, people who say no at the altar now mainly are men, because they're like, oh, I'm going to stay living in LA. I'm going to be going out to bars in West Hollywood. Women will recognize me now from the show.
Go out to bars in West Hollywood to pick up women? Honey, you're gay. Okay. That's why you said no. And your mom is sobbing in the front row because she's always wanted you to be married and wants grandkids, but she wants to have grandkids with you, and it's just complicated, and she wishes she could marry you. I'm Nick Lachey. Okay. Ask Reddit. What's a wedding moment that screamed, they are not going to last long? What do you think, KJ?
I think most couples, I don't know. I think it's tough to see from a wedding if they make it or whatnot. I do kind of find vows to be interesting, though. I think sometimes if vows are maybe a little bit more self-centered, that can be telling to me.
For example,
I'm not a big, you make me a better, I like the person I am with you.
That doesn't.
I think sometimes it rings a little bit weird to me. I don't know. Like, it's not, I want to be speaking about the partner I'm choosing, not really about myself and my vows.
Yes.
When I'm saying like, oh, I like who I am with you.
Yes.
It's kind of, I know it's almost meant like a backhanded compliment, but like, I want you to be able to speak to like what you actually admire in your partner.
I agree with that. Right. Because there's a huge difference between saying, oh, I love how nice you are to your friends. I love how intelligent you are. I love how you see the world versus like, I love how good you make me feel. I love how you take care of me. I love how it all reflects back on me. And I see you through a filter of your utility to me and my emotional
regulation. The partner name and identify traits in the partner they're marrying that like, you know, and brings them joy or they admire.
Especially at the altar on your wedding day, we would hope that you could throw out a couple of adjectives that aren't just how it benefits you. I think that's a great red flag. So have you ever objected at a wedding when you saw that?
Never objected. Just watch it from afar after.
Damn.
What do you think?
I think a lot of it is in the pre-wedding.
Okay.
I think you're seeing the cracks in everything with just how they are communicating to their guests. And depending how close you are. If you're just a guest and you could feel that things are off, that's not good. If you're in the wedding party and you can kind of see, like, I think intense micromanagement of your partner, whether it's, you know, I know sometimes there's one person in the couple who has like better style or is better with certain things. But just the intense fixation on like, you're not going to drink that and you're not going to wear that. And this person can't come here and you better do this and you better tell that person that. I think that's really, really not a good sign. You don't trust the person. Then why are you getting married? You don't even trust me. I'm a full grown, you don't think I have to put my shoes on every single day? Or you think you have to give me a big warning of how to behave on my own wedding day? Why are you marrying me? You don't trust me. And that's a good question. Why am I marrying you? I think that is a big red flag. But let's just see if we got any top comments. We missed anything. Okay. At my wedding, one of the groomsmen, who had been married almost 2 years, gave a super sad speech about how he was glad we had waited a while to get to know each other before we got married. My husband and I are still married, but the groomsman and his ex-wife divorced like 2 weeks after that. Another top comment, the bride refused to come out of the bathroom because she noticed the clock hands were going upward, and that was a bad sign, so we all had to wait half an hour, during which time she sent for several of her friends, me included, to keep her company. She finally decided that we could do this now. When we returned to our seats, half the guests were drunk and milling around, including her mom and the groom. They lasted less than 3 months.
Oh, because you wanted the clock hands to be going down?
I guess. But at that point, I don't know. I think a good one, bride trapped in the bathroom, not wanting to come out before the ceremony.
Yeah.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Listen to your heart and listen to your gut. And I think everyone should just start investing in travel insurance more regularly so that if people freak out, they don't get as upset and people don't feel so much pressure. You know, you don't need to do anything that you don't want to do. And if you're feeling that freaked out before, it's like, listen to that. Because it's not going to get better once you're married. So do you think they should put on the invite, buy travel insurance?
Yeah,
I think so. I would say sign a prenup, wedding guest prenup. Right? Hey, looks like I just invented a new business.
From AskReddit, what is a discontinued food item or snack from your childhood that you would genuinely pay $100 to taste one last time?
$100 to taste one last time? Oh my God. It's a fast food item?
Any food item.
Any food item that's
a discontinued food item.
I mean, Lollipop Paint Shop, huge candy item that I still miss to this day.
Gushers?
They still have Gushers.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Don't worry. Oh my God, I just got so scared. I was like, what are you saying?
Do they still have Fruit by the Foot?
Oh, they sure do, mama. Yeah, they actually sell a multi-pack, Fruit by the Foot, Gushers, and Fruit Roll-Up.
Okay.
Which is a great variety pack. I mean, then there's lunch. Hey, there's dinner for the whole family.
Warheads?
They got Warheads too.
Oh, they do.
You're not a candy girl.
I'm striking
yeah,
out.
you literally are like naming them like,
well, there's some
I
of
have
these.
Warheads every single week.
Orange Flintstone Push Pops. Those were good. Pudding Pops. Those Band-Aid gum strips that came in a metal container.
Those were good. Those were really good. Okay, now we're talking.
Watermelon Laffy Taffy with the candy seeds.
Oh my God. But the ones with the sprinkles are better, but the seed ones were
The
good.
opaque blue Scooby-Doo fruit snack. In the 90s, Cheetos had these paws, size of a silver dollar. They brought them back once, but they weren't the same, not even the size. The paws were great.
Whoa. Yeah.
Bag of Butterfinger BBs.
Not a Butterfinger girl.
Pizza Hut personal pizza from the book of coupons.
Yup. Price is Right.
Sour tangerine Altoids. Mars bars.
The sour tangerine Altoids are really, yeah, I think you can get them on eBay.
Snapple Elements, specifically Rain.
Ew. No. That
PB
person drank
Crisps.
Propel.
Kudos bars. Those things were so damn good. Oh my God, I loved Kudos bars.
You're like the family that like gave out toothbrushes on Halloween. Like, what the hell? Powerade on tap at McDonald's.
Okay.
That was my childhood. Extra large Powerade packed with ice. You get the little Happy Meal. I mean, that's what.
I feel like Powerade, though, came out like post 2000.
But on tap at McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know exactly. It just feels like, to me, there was no time before that because nothing really mattered until they came up with that. From AskReddit, what's a modern trend that you're 100% sure people will cringe at in 10 years? What's going to be the next, oh God, we actually did that moment? There's so many things. I don't know. Because it could be a lot of categories. Fashion, technology. What do you think? Anticipatory cringe.
I don't know. What do you think?
Toe shoes, toe sandals.
Okay.
Everything that we do on social media. 23andMe test, just like giving our, data away to people. I'm trying to think like what are things that we kind of think are new now, because those usually end up being the things that are cringe and embarrassing. I think a lot of fashion stuff. Hopefully, as I was saying earlier, we're gonna cringe at, wow, in 2026, a generation of people decided to start saying the R word again, to start like being more loose with stuff like that. Hopefully, how we've handled the climate crisis that we're in. Any of those things inspiring?
Yeah, I think so.
Inspiring things that you think are going to be 100% cringe. In 10 years, it's 2036. We're looking back at photos. Oh my God. What the hell were we thinking? What do you think is going to be in the photo?
I think like loose jeans will still be in style.
Loose jeans.
I mean, everyone's cringes what at skinny jeans from 2016.
Right. And then they'll come back. And what about just all the like massive amounts of filler and Botox and really kind of intense facial, I don't even know what the hell, these beauty treatments that people get. Yeah.
I think jaw implants will probably go out of style.
I think even the injections and stuff, because I think people are going to look back and then it's going to come back around and it's going to be a full natural thing and no one is going to want, honey, the bush is back. I don't know what to tell you guys. So I think people are going to go back around and say, ew, why were you shooting your face up full of shit?
That's true.
And why didn't you just embrace your natural body? Lash extensions.
You think men will go full bald again? No more hair transplants?
What's Turkey gonna do? Wow. You think it'll be cringe that people got hair implants?
No, I don't think so. I
That'd
think
be
men
kind of
love
funny.
having hair.
Okay, let's see what some of these top comments are. The TikTok influencer accent and those artificial looking hand movements they do. Oh, the little like, showing it to the camera. Let's see. Making a living off of posting your kids on social media. I think that's hopeful thinking. I think that people are only going to do more of that. The constant gambling ads. I think we'll look back on them the same way we do cigarettes now. That's probably true. And just maybe gambling or maybe not. The era, when tech startups are invoking era in Subway ads, it's past over. And reaction videos, especially the ones where they just nod and look smug into the camera. I think people are just not that creative sometimes and they're just trying to copy other people, but I think the important thing to know is that everything you do is going to be cringe. And if you think that you're above that, you're just not spending enough time around younger people because they'll let you know right away, you know?
Ask Reddit, what hobby screams, this is my entire personality now?
Okay, I don't know why I'm being called out. I like line dancing. It makes me feel good.
Okay.
And it's social. It's a beautiful community. It feels like queer joy. I'm moving my body. It feels very natural. And I have no regrets about that. So yeah, but I will admit that line dancing, especially in LA, is definitely...
I think there's a lot of them, though.
Such as?
Golf.
Yes.
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Cycling.
I can't. And you know how I feel about those tippy-tappy
Marathons,
shoes.
triathlons.
Oh my God. Yeah, the cycling is the worst. When I see a pack of, what's a pack of boomer dads that get into cycling where they're wearing the diaper padding and then the click-clack shoes and then they come on a Saturday at the coffee shop. Is that a...
Oh, man.
Really?
Women in Mahjong, yes, for
people
sure.
are really into that? Whoa. What about like D&D or like some of those like games that... gamey things that people like to play.
Video games.
Video games, Ren Fair. Horse girls, horse guys.
For sure.
Cowboys.
Pilot here, aviation.
Whoa. Is that a hobby?
Owning horses.
There you go.
CrossFit and Frisbee come to mind. Hikers.
Whoa.
Gardening. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, yeah, that's true. Rogan
yeah.
loves that.
Definitely people get into BJJ. That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I took 2 off of a Groupon several years ago and I still reference it. It was a fundamental experience for me. So I don't know what would have happened if I would have stuck with it. I think that I'd rather hear somebody talk about a hobby that they're really into than most other things that, you know, if you're having small talk or conversation with someone, that I find more, even if it's not a topic that I find particularly compelling, I like hearing people passionate about
I think it's cute,
you know, that they're doing recreationally. I think with the exception of like maybe moms that are really into playing like those Facebook games, you know, like what's the one that's like Farmtown or those kind of things, that's kind of boring to me. Or like they're speaking about, you know, I was working in the kitchen all night and they're literally talking about
I didn't
Facebook
realize
games.
that mobile gaming is actually more common amongst women than men. I think men maybe do more like computer games or console games, but like the mobile game market skews more heavily towards women. I was like, really?
Whoa.
I thought women do errands and other things. Like
women are supposed to be doing errands. What are you doing playing games?
I didn't
you
know
should
that
be in
they're
the kitchen.
playing games on their phone.
Yeah, you should get off your phone and get in the kitchen and make your man a sandwich and then go shopping for him and find out if he's comfortable and and laundry.
I've never played a game on my phone. Actually, maybe backgammon and a handful of times, but that's
backgammon?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big game person either. But yeah, pickleball actually I think is the number one. People are really into pickleball. And respectfully, I'm sorry, but it's not really that athletic of a sport. It's like hard. I'm not saying there's no athletes that play pickleball, but be so real with yourself. Stop trying to compare. It's like comparing somebody that's playing tackle football to badminton. Guys, come on. The risk level, the athleticism. So just chill with it. And that might piss some people off, but it's people that are playing pickleball all the time, so I don't really care. Okay, this is from AskReddit. What's an article of clothing someone can wear one time that will make you lose all attraction to them forever?
Maybe kind of those throwback early or like 2010 board shorts.
Are you thinking long?
The long ones.
Lengthy board shorts on a guy.
On a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or actually, no, I take that back.
Oh.
Flip-flops on a man.
But what if it has that cool thing where there's a bottle opener
That's
under
true.
the heel? Oh my God. So yeah, basically you need to not be with a surfer. You're not going to be happy with the board shorts on a guy, especially because they're usually wearing them as shorts all the time.
Yeah.
And then that's
not my
really
vibe. How about you?
A clothing item that would make me immediately never want to talk to a person again. I'm going to say wearing a shirt with like the blue stripe on it.
Okay.
That's going to be a no for me. I'm going to say a white person with clip-in dreadlocks.
Okay.
That's probably going to be another absolutely the fuck not. And then I'm not a big fan of people wearing like big snuggy pajamas, like just walking around a store. That just makes me feel scared. I get a little scared. So I think that those would be my top 3. But let's see if we missed any horrifying trends in these comments really quick here. Oh God, those boot flip-flop things. They're a full boot, but then had the toes and the tops, the feet open like sandals. I'm drawing the line at wearing a vest with bombs attached. Okay, guys, let's leave the comedy to somebody else, not that poster. One time a DoorDasher wore overalls with no shirt underneath. Okay, agree to disagree, that's actually hot. I love a guy wearing overalls with no shirt underneath, a little farm boy vibe. I don't see that often. It's not very often. And as someone who, I'll wear like a bikini top, no shirt and overalls. So I find this poster to be homophobic, and I'm allowed to say that. It's still June. Let's see here. Oh, anything tap out branded, extra points if it's bedazzled. Yeah. Remember that period? What time period was that where the guys were wearing what was that brand? Like it wasn't
Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy, but there was the other one with the big cross and the bedazzling and the shimmery.
What was that like? Was that 2010?
I think so. And I don't want to gatekeep. I think that men should be allowed to wear glittery. I'm not going to say whatever they want because I don't feel that, but glittery, sparkly things. But it is pretty funny when it was like an MMA brand. And
like some crystals on their jeans.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And we have to put up with a lot out here as is because all the straight girls in LA now dress like dykes, and then all of the straight men are getting more and more feminine, and I can't deal with it anymore. I don't want to see a man wearing linen gaucho pants. It's got to stop. Okay, what do you got?
From AskReddit. If you suddenly got a lifetime supply of the last thing you purchased, what would you now have an endless amount of?
Let's go. Well, that would be basically I could start a retirement fund because that would be cold brew.
Okay.
Which is what I spend 90% of my money on. So if I got a lifetime supply, like I don't even know, the whole world would open up to me. I don't even know what would happen. I'd probably buy a house. It would change everything for me. What about you? What's the last thing you bought?
I guess Pellegrino.
Oh God, we're so ridiculous. Pellegrino and cold brew.
Yeah.
We would both be very happy.
Yeah, for sure.
So thankfully it wasn't something, that you
Great cost savings.
Huge.
Let's see. Last thing I purchased was poultry seasoning.
That sucks. That really sucks.
I make Mexican Cokes and quesadillas. Gas.
I mean, that'd be nice. But...
a kitten.
Whoa, that could be huge.
$100 Amazon gift cards.
That person's a liar.
Costco hot dog combo.
Yum. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm calling bullshit that the last thing they bought was 100 amp. This is not hypothetical situations. This is AskReddit. People are looking for actual answers and real help. So don't lie to all of us and say the last thing you bought was a $100 Amazon gift card. Oh, I have a lifetime supply, so I guess I'm a million. No, you're not. Play the game honestly, or don't play at all. Let's see. From AskReddit. What's actually healthy despite most people thinking it's not? What do you think?
Butter.
Is actually healthy. I love butter. Do people think it's not? I guess most
think so.
People still think it's kind of not healthy. I thought we kind of course corrected and it's like butter is better than like the fake margarine and stuff like that, right?
Have we?
I mean, I
think all fats are healthy. I mean,
within reason.
Saturated ones.
I think, so what do we do? What's big butter supposed to do to kind of correct?
I guess it probably is coming back a little bit. I feel like butter's healthy, cheese, full fat dairy.
Full fat dairy.
Yeah.
I never
You should
left
always
her.
buy full fat dairy.
I never stopped. You know, I'm a half and half girly, which isn't even full. I personally like going to Phil's Coffee because they use literal heavy cream.
Yeah, they use heavy
And
cream.
that's why it tastes so good. And you're like, oh, why is this coffee so delicious? Because it's heavy cream.
Yeah.
Instead of disgusting skim milk watering down your cold brew. Opinions, yeah, I've got them. I think that something that is actually healthy is to communicate directly.
Oh, wow. We're going meta here.
I think we're going to go meta here because I think that people have gotten very passive and everyone's like, I'm a people pleaser. Oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Oh, I don't want to do this. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do that. I think a lot of the time that actually, especially when someone's goal they're saying is to not upset someone, I think actually a lot of times that has the opposite effect. I think sometimes being direct, and being direct doesn't mean conflict, and conflict also doesn't mean a fight or necessarily bad. So I think sometimes like telling people the truth, always in a kind way and respectfully, you know, is actually a healthy thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's not
I
like
think so, too.
confrontational.
And we
or-
all have anxiety about not knowing where people actually stand. So I feel like that helps with that.
Yeah. But I think that we've like kind of all convinced ourselves that it's better to just like leave things and then it'll get. I don't think it actually, I think a lot of times it just builds resentment over time. So that's my meta answer.
Okay.
But I could pick an answer of like, yeah, maybe like a food item or something. I don't know. But that's kind of where my brain went. It's all about the heart to heart connection for me.
From AskReddit, what's something Americans have that Europeans don't?
Ice in our water, air conditioning more accessible to a lot of people,
Ranch dressing.
ranch dressing. I was going to say more socially mandatory deodorant usage. I'm sorry I can't get over it, but I went to Europe a few summers ago and I'll never forget it. That was something that definitely affected me. But what do Americans not have that Europeans have? Now that's
No,
an interesting,
yeah.
that could be an interesting question as well.
Let's see. Yellow school buses.
Oh,
The Grand Canyon.
I would trade everything we've named for free healthcare.
That's true. Redwood Forest. Yosemite. Okay. Garbage disposal.
Assault rifles in every home. Ice agents.
Florida Man. The Audacity.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Native Americans.
Okay.
ADA cities.
What is it?
ADA cities.
I mean, it's not a utopia here, guys. We have very talented set designers and very talented storytellers so that we like make it look like a utopia. But yeah, I mean, a lot of fast food restaurants
true.
on every corner. We've got all kinds of things. People dying in the
We
streets
did. We
from
invented
preventable
the
things.
drive-through.
Wow. Now that's something to be proud of. And with the 4th of July coming up, that's something I'm going to keep in mind. Hey, have some pride. Your country invented the drive-through.
And I think I read that every year, Americans make 6 billion visits to drive-thrus, and 70% of those visits are to McDonald's.
Wow. That's powerful.
But In-N-Out invented the drive-thru.
Whoa. I mean, I do love In-N-Out.
That's why it's called In-N-Out.
And that makes a lot of sense. Americans also have a drinking age of 21.
I think it was first
be drafted at
In-N-Out,
18.
then it was Jack in the Box.
I don't like Jack in the Box.
The founder of Jack in the Box is Jack. So his voice is coming from a box.
Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack. Work
And
on
then
the verbs.
McDonald's was the one that was slow to adapt.
Wow. I don't know. I think that, yeah, we've obviously made a lot of huge advances in society that are still having, unknown impacts across the world. But yeah, I do think we've got a lot of room for improvement.
I think if you can't get out of your car and walk in to get the food, you don't deserve to eat it.
Wow.
That's my hot take.
Damn, that is a hot take. But what if you have a dog with you in the car?
Then
what?
Roll down the window.
No.
Okay, fine.
No.
We'll make an exception for children and dogs.
Thank you. And that's very kind of you.
But if you're an adult alone and you spend 20 minutes waiting in the drive-thru, come on.
Come on.
You're
what
such
are you
an
doing?
American.
You're such an American.
Get out of your car.
We're so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Not knowing how to behave in public.
Right.
That's something that we have that Europeans don't have as much of. Oh my God, that's really funny. Ask Reddit. You wake up in your childhood bedroom, 10 years old, with all your current knowledge. What's your first move? Your move, KJ.
Maybe get more serious about investing in the stock market.
Wow. Okay. Very, very serious little girl then. So you're going to go with it. And that would be so that you could just, assuming, make bank.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would file for emancipation. I'd get an apartment. I would I'd go on Craigslist and I would try to find a roommate. That's probably what I would do with the knowledge that I have, because it's like you didn't need to sweat it out another 8 years in that haunted house. Maybe that's something that I would do. And then, it's hard to say because everything would have, a butterfly effect. And then I just think about like certain people that I would probably just spend more time with. Because it's like a limited, like I never moved back to Chicago. So I'm like, okay, I would have been hanging out with, my cousins more.
Yeah.
I would have been like putting more of a fine point on that and some of my friends.
I probably would have quit every sport and started playing golf.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
I don't know. It's more of a lifelong sport. I spend so much time playing soccer, volleyball, basketball.
But you don't even
play
like
those
golf.
now. I love golf.
Oh, you do? Or what about, but like the men playing golf and like, or you would want a man who plays golf who's gone for many, many hours
Love
and like,
it.
get the hell out of my house.
That's a non-negotiable. Actually, that's my unhinged non-negotiable. You must play golf. You must be gone one day a weekend out of the house for 5 to 6 hours. Non-negotiable. Absolutely.
Guys, snatch her up. I don't know what you're waiting for.
If he doesn't golf, it's a no for me.
Okay. So you would have switched to golf because do you think it would have like given you a better chance to like get a scholarship? You think it would have been easier on your body?
Like I could still play it, I could play it really well today. I golf, but not well. And when I think about how many hours and travel and private lessons I did with every other sport, it's insane. It's absolutely crazy.
So you wish your parents would have specialized you and just put you on the golf track at age 10.
For
you
sure.
were too tall. They weren't going to do that.
Play.
Right, because you could still play. That's so sad, and I'm sorry that happened. Damn.
From AskReddit. If you died as an atheist and then met God, what would you say to him?
Well, if you die as an atheist and you meet God, that means you still made it to heaven. So I'd be like, thanks, bro. You're real for that. Thank you. You knew that I was still a good person. So I'd be like, thanks. Let me go see some of my fam. That's, I think, what I would say.
Okay.
What about you?
You put me through a ringer for a little bit there.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Let's see, top comment. Childhood cancer, seriously?
Fuck. Oh, people are taking up like actual grievances of like...
Hey man, everyone is super mean and hateful down there. What's up with that? LOL.
LOL.
Even though I'm an atheist, I try to live a life God would look at and respect. If God exists or not is besides the point. Being a good person comes first. I'm sure God would respect that.
Whoa. But wait, your response would be, you really put me through the ringer down there? That's really funny.
Well, for a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you would riff a little bit.
I'd riff, yeah. I'd probably try to see something funny.
Yeah. Well, because you have the opportunity to get an applause break with God.
That's true. Be a little memorable.
Do something to stand out, But I think that'd be a good way to play it.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, you mind if I just, can I just sneak past you real quick? Get back there. Wow, people are getting deep. Well, I think that we answered a lot of people's questions. I mean, and that's the biggest question. And I think the answer really that we should be thinking about is live your life how you want to be living it right now, because we don't know what is out there in the beyond. So, hopefully if you were in that situation, you would be at least, you know, at peace with how you conduct yourself.
Yeah, I think so too.
Today's a brand new day. It's never too late to start being kind to people and doing better. Right,
Yeah,
KJ?
absolutely. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, and subscribe, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's the app. You have your orders.